Welcome to Henry's Chatterbox. And something just popped on the screen, Randy. What do I need?
Just stop. Nothing happened.
Okay, well, I didn't know. Welcome to Henry's Chatterbox. Today is February the 6th, 2026, and this is episode 15 that we're doing now. I'll start off with the replies and recaps from the last episode 1 week ago, which was episode 14, and it was about the changes, and we talked about the only one thing that will never change, and that's the fact that there'll always be change. Some changes are good, some bad. We got no replies in the email about that. So anyway, today's topic is about the food we eat. Before we get started on that, let's go to Randy for a bit of advertising. Please be aware that the advertisement you are about to hear does not necessarily express the personal views and opinions of the members of the show.
Alrighty. Now we are discussing the Rumble wallet. For those of you who are watching us on Rumble, this is a great way for you to go ahead and pay your favorite creators that you find on there directly rather than have to deal with the middleman. Now the Rumble wallet states that they can cancel your accounts, freeze your cards, and decide what you are allowed to buy, say, or support. And that's the big banks and financial institutions that can control all that. And they use that control. That's why financial independence matters more than ever. Introducing the Rumble Wallet, a wallet built for real freedom. With Rumble Wallet, you control your money, not a bank, not a government, not a tech company. You can buy digital assets like Tether, Tether Gold, Bitcoin, all in a secure place. You can have your paychecks directly deposited, have your Social Security directly deposited, and have no middleman and get your pay up to 2 days earlier. Now, you don't need any permission, you don't need any middleman, like I said, and you get no cancel button. So they can't shut your account for you. And when you want to support the creators you actually believe in, you can use the Rumble Wallet app to directly tip creators securely, instantly, and without the interference. This isn't a credit line they can shut off. It's your wallet permanently. Yours to protect your future, yours to protect your family. And when the system fails, when institutions turn on their own people, financial sovereignty is the difference between security and vulnerability. Rumble Wallet isn't about politics. It's about freedom, ownership, and protecting what's yours. So take control today. Download Rumble Wallet now and step away from the big banks for good. True ownership, true protection, and true financial freedom. Our second ad is for Skit Trivia by Henry Berner. Skit Trivia is a fun little game book that you can turn around and do family game nights, do drinking games, do whatever you want with it. It's yours to do as you wish once you get it. You can buy his book at www.amazon.com/author/Henry Berner, spelled HenryBerner. And that is Henry Berner, spelled HenryBerner. And don't forget to check out my personal podcast, Stoner Nation, Cannabis Lifestyle, and Marijuana Tips on Spotify, Rumble, and YouTube and Facebook. And that is it for the ads today.
Okay, moving on. I want to remind you, since today we're talking about the food you eat, I want to remind you that we are not experts. So, the discussion, the talking we're going to be doing today is based on things I've heard. Maybe I experienced some. I do belong to a support group trying to lose weight. But anything I say is just discussion. We're not experts, so don't take what I say as something coming from an expert. The appetite versus hunger. Now I've experienced this when I've started going to support groups I did learn, they taught me there is a difference between hunger and appetite. And you need to learn it. What I need to learn is to not let my appetite influence me so much. Eat when I'm hungry, but stop eating when it's the appetite calling me, because I'm overweight now, and I know if I get below 220, I feel better because I've been there before.
I got something I could say on that.
Let it roll.
About the appetite and hunger. Now, I'm not going to say I'm an expert. I do have a minor in nutrition and dietary science because of what my college degree is in. The school I went to mandated us to get that and social psychology, so we had to take 3 extra medical courses for our own personal well-being, because my career field has a high suicide rate and a high horrible diet rate. For anyone who knows of tech food, they typically eat out all the time, so we're not that healthy. So we had to take dietitianal and nutritional science and social psychology. And what I was told in the dietitianal and nutritional classes was your appetite is your mind's intrigued by something you see. Oh, that looks good. Or someone brings something up like, hey, I want to, let's say, for example, I'm making lasagna. Personally, I'm making homemade scratch from lasagna. Henry can verify I'm a really good cook. Am I not?
Yes.
So I'm making a homemade scratch. It's actually a lot healthier than what you buy in the stores. It's a lot healthier than that Stouffer's. But the thing is, when I make something, let's say y'all hearing this, all of a sudden, oh, I can eat some of that. That's your appetite talking, because you're intrigued by it. Hunger is, oh, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat, and I'm going to eat whatever fills me. It's not, oh, I'm going to be picky and choosy, because true hunger, from what I was told, true hunger is your body tells you what you want and what you're going to need, and it won't be satisfied until you get what you want and need. So let's say if you're anemic, you need stuff with high protein and red blood cell regrowth and amino acids. So you'll be hungry for a medium rare steak. Mentally, you're thinking, oh, I'm not hungry for that. I want a piece of chicken. My appetite's telling me I want chicken. Okay. Well, what you really want is that your hunger is really telling you want that steak. So there's a difference. Your mind's telling you one thing, but your body's telling you something different. And those say, oh, I can eat. I got a small little appetite, and ends up going to an all-you-can-eat buffet and eating about $100 worth of food. That's not an appetite. That's you hungry.
Yeah.
Well, appetite's like a bag of chips. Grab that. That's your appetite. Is a little snack is something to get you away from being hungry. Appease you. That's why they say eat 3 big meals and then eat 5 small meals throughout the day to curb your hunger and your appetite, to properly train yourself mentally and physically to be able to help lose weight, help maintain your diet. Like
that's right. A lot of people, and probably, well, there's a lot of people listening to this, hunger and appetite, a lot of people have not been hungry for a long time, because I know I don't get hungry that often because I eat all the time. I don't give my body a chance to get hungry. But when I'm really sticking to the diet and really trying to do right, I have experienced hunger, and there is definitely a huge difference between the two feelings.
Like I was saying, if you're on a diet, you just curb your appetite by training your body by taking small snack meals throughout the day and then having 3 large meals like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then you have small little snacks in between the two to curb it.
So,
and eat healthy. Eat healthy.
With that being said, eating healthy, vegetables, and fruits is a big thing.
Can I give you 2? Can I give 2 examples?
Yeah.
Eat watermelon every day and eat garlic every day. They decrease your cholesterol, improve your brain function, improve your organs actually, and it also helps hydrate your body more. Within 30 days of just eating watermelon one watermelon every day for 30 days. You will actually be overly hydrated to the point that when you go to a doctor, they would actually tell you to decrease your hydration. And if you add garlic, your cholesterol levels will drop to as if you were a newborn baby, according to what medical science is saying.
I think everybody should be conscious and alert as to what they're eating. Read those ingredients.
I'm just saying a couple of examples. Like take a whole clove of garlic. That's what they say. Eat a whole clove every day for 30 days, and your cholesterol goes.
Oh yeah, I've there's so much information out there, and food is part of our everyday life. We gotta have food.
Here's another thing about garlic that people don't know.
What?
And for those of you who live in high mosquito areas, if you eat garlic every day, an entire clove of garlic every day, like it's a piece of candy, you will not be bitten by mosquitoes.
But it's not going to taste as good as that candy.
No, but it's healthier.
I've heard that before, that garlic. I don't know if it's true.
It's a chemical.
But I've heard if you eat the garlic, it will keep mosquitoes.
It's a chemical called acinium or something like that. It starts with an A.
Yeah.
That turns into a form of capsaicin in your body and releases, and you actually start releasing this chemical out of your body that reflects bited insects.
Very possibly true. Now, I've heard that before.
I mean, I eat garlic every day now, and I don't get bit no more.
Convenience foods. Gosh, it is so tempting. Somebody told me that they'd heard once that an expert said, stay as close to the farmer as you can when you're getting your food. Stay as close to the farmer as you can. Yes. And that is so true. Yes. But it is so tempting to just open up that microwave and throw dinner in there and push a couple buttons.
Yeah, you're known for that.
Yeah, and it's really a bad thing to do.
He won't let me take him shopping where I go.
Well, I really am eating healthier now. I love fried potatoes. But I haven't had fried potatoes for a couple years anyway, or maybe longer than that, since I've been going to support groups. And a few, the support group I go to, we always get somebody does a program and we share information.
I'm going to say it blatantly like this, and I don't want to offend you, but you're lying. You eat fried food every once in a while, fried potatoes, and the air fryer classifies as fried.
Well, I don't put grease in it.
No, I'm saying, but it still classifies fried.
I use the air fryer. Well, yeah, I guess maybe, but I always liked slicing up potatoes, whole potatoes, and putting them in grease in a skillet.
And this is a request from the dude that helps him. Blast him if you are his family and friends to let me take him shopping to these farmer markets and meat markets that are directly with the farmers, since he likes to buy hungry meals that throw in the microwave.
No, I usually cook. Now today I made butter beans and ham. I boiled chicken and make it.
I'm just gonna say they're all here within a 30-mile radius, and it would not be too much to go get some food that will be healthier and he'd be happier with. Please help us. Save him.
I've the food is just so important, and I have really, since I've been going to these support groups. I started maybe 3 years ago. I lose track of time anymore. By the way, blueberries, I hear, helps your memory. Don't remember where I heard that from, but I did. Right, but blueberries is an antioxidant.
The antioxidant in blueberries helps your neural pathways in your brain fire and reconnect.
Right, I have blueberries every morning.
I don't want him upset by what I'm about to say, but there is also something else that helps you, that has been proven medically to help boost neural pathways and other organ regrowth, and that is marijuana.
Well, yeah.
If you eat marijuana brownies and stuff like that, it helps. I'm just saying, they want to be healthy. They gotta be willing to go the extra mile to help themselves.
I don't want to even go there. When I was a kid growing up, a lot of times we would go to the garden. We always had a garden, and the food from the garden was much better than a can of corn or a can of whatever that you buy at the store. When you go to the garden and pick it. Now, I'm not going to put a garden out this year, but I am going to put a couple buckets with plants. I'm going to grow some parsley and hot peppers. He's going to have a full garden. No, I'm not going to have a full garden.
He doesn't know if I'm going to plant it for him.
We'll see.
There is no see. I already got half of it.
There's now, when I was a child growing up, we called it breakfast, dinner, and supper. And that was very confusing for me when I first moved to Florida when people would talk about dinner. I said, my gosh, it's 5 o'clock in the evening and you're having supper. And they looked at what is that? You know. So I don't know. Um, I don't know where the expression "I'm so hungry I could eat a horse." I've said it before,
I can look it up.
but I wouldn't. Well, look it
I'm
up.
going to. I'm actually
But
interested in that my damn self.
I would not actually eat a horse. Let's be clear about that. Or I'd have to really be hungry. But I have my battle with food. I do, and I think this is a good idea. You can't do it when you're working, but if you have your big meal at noon, or actually, I've heard many times breakfast is the biggest meal, most important meal of the day. Well, I don't have a big breakfast, but at noon, that's when I eat my big meal. I cook a big meal for me and my roommate.
Okay.
And then in the evening, something small. What?
The term "I'm so hungry I could eat a horse" is a 19th century English hyperbole, likely originating from extreme desperate circumstances where eating animals as large and valuable as a horse was the only alternative to starvation. The earliest recorded usage is in Tobias Smollett's work from 1824 as "I could eat a horse behind the saddle." It literally means you are famished, hungry, and on the brink of death.
Right. Well, I would never eat a horse.
You ever had Wendy's?
What?
Ever had Wendy's?
I don't want to start stuff like that.
I'm not starting. I'm just saying they got tested positive for horse and kangaroo meat.
You know what I would like to taste is ostrich. I heard ostrich was coming. I've had buffalo, and it's pretty good. Ostrich, I like buffalo. I've never had ostrich. I heard they were supposed to start.
I'll take you to a restaurant in Orlando that serves all exotic meats.
This is it. We talked about convenient foods. You know, everybody, myself, I don't do it anymore, but puts convenience at the top of the list. And really the healthy attitude should be at the top of the list. Inconvenient. In other words, don't pick out just foods that are convenient to cook. Throw them in the microwave. Get healthy and put healthy at the top of the list. Foods from the garden, parent-right foods. Wait, I'll get to that in a minute. Soup. Fiber. I've been hearing a lot about fiber, that you should have 28 to 30 grams of fiber a day. And according to this program I listened to the other day that somebody presented at my support group, was very informative and interesting. And the big thing in it was that most people do not eat enough fiber. So if you're watching this, check that out. Make sure you get enough fiber. That's
another thing that is good about watermelon. I found out in the video I was watching. It actually helps with a lot of fiber. It gives you your 30 grams of fiber every day.
And I heard this from a doctor now. You should eat your vitamins, eat your fiber. You can get pills, but do that as a backup plan, insurance. But the healthy is to eat your vitamins or eat your fiber, which I'm going to start checking because the program that was given on fiber was very informative.
About your vitamins and minerals like that, though, a lot of the food we eat, we don't actually process the vitamin and minerals out of it because the fact that what we eat of the food does not actually have enough vitamins and minerals to compensate for what we throw away.
Okay.
Like potatoes, a lot of people take the potato skins off. You know, most of the vitamins are in the potato skin. Same thing with an orange. Most of the vitamins are in their skin. Most of the vitamins are in the skin of stuff that we're not supposed to be eating because the skin has too high of acids, but there's a way to process it. Like with orange peels, you can process that into an oil and use that as a cooking oil.
Well, you know, Randy, this program that I listened to the other day at the support group, that was one of the things she mentioned. Don't peel your potatoes. Wash your potato. And you're right. She said the peelings have a lot of the fiber in it. Parent right food.
If you commit to debt.
Pairing the right foods. Isn't it strange how certain foods go together? Like you can have a cheeseburger and French fries. You can have a hot dog and French fries. You can have a meatloaf and mashed potatoes, but you can't have a hot dog and mashed potatoes and a meatloaf and French fries. It's just, but I mean, I guess it's all right, but we just, kind of got accustomed to certain
I
things.
got a video I could play if you give me. It's only like 30 seconds.
Well, I don't.
It already tells you all the benefits of eating watermelon.
Okay, it's only 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's a video short.
All right, go ahead.
What happens if you eat watermelon every day? Day 1. The blade splits the deep green rind. Juice runs down your wrist. Your teeth crush the grainy flesh. Red sweetness flooding your throat. Your stomach fills instantly with liquid. Fructose soothes the brain. You let out a sweet-scented burp. Day 7. Your kidneys shift into overdrive. You're running to the bathroom constantly. Urine loses its color, turning as clear as bottled water. Fiber sweeps through your intestines like a broom. Occasional bloating hits your gut, adapting to the flood. Day 15. Citrulline enters the bloodstream. It converts it to arginine. Blood vessel walls receive the signal to relax. Nitric oxide widens the pathways. Blood rushes faster. Delivery efficiency doubled. You wake up in the morning, noticing a certain part of your body feels especially well supplied. Day 20. Lycopene builds a defensive layer under the skin. UV damage gets neutralized by antioxidants. In the mirror, your skin looks deeply hydrated. Fine dry lines are physically smoothed out. Dullness fades, replaced by a healthy pink glow. Day 30. Your cells are fully hydrated. Muscles look fuller from extreme water saturation. The heart pumps thin blood with ease. Blood pressure trends downward. You swallowed the sweetness of summer, and your body paid you back with peak glass skin radiance.
And that's just one of the videos the dude has.
Oh, yeah.
Healthy. I mean, he has one on onions, garlic,
yeah, there's so many.
I mean, yeah.
There's a lot of advice out
Like
there.
that.
And you got to listen to it, though. You got to.
Like that video said, yes, you're going to have trouble in the first few days. You're going to have complications from it. You're going to feel like you're doing something wrong.
Right.
That's because that's your body purging all the negative stuff out.
Right.
That's a good sign. Like they say, is always worse. The storm always gets worse before it gets better.
Sounds logical to me. Pairing the right foods from the garden, dinner or supper. I mentioned that fiber. Again, be aware that you're eating enough fiber. I wrote animal crackers down here. Y'all, do they still sell them? The circus?
Yes.
Now, I think the circus started making those animal crackers to hang on a Christmas tree. That's why they got the little red string on it, so they could hang them on the Christmas tree. From what I heard, read or something, a circus did it to boost their income in the wintertime.
Let's see.
Fun.
I got the whole story. It's created by Barnum's, and it's originally called Barnum's Animal in 1902.
Yeah.
And it was to capitalize the popularity of the Barnum and Bailey Circus when Barnum and Bailey first came out in the earliest 20th century. The late 19th century, early 20th century, the iconic box design as a circus wagon with the string was created as a Christmas decoration, allowing children to hang it on trees. The crackers were a 20th century update to a 17th century European animal-shaped cookies, bringing the traveling circus theme home.
Right, so that, and when we was kids, we loved eating.
And they were first
animal-shaped animal
They were first domestically produced by Stouffer's company, the Stouffer Lasagna Company, in 1871.
All right, sounds good. But when we were kids, we loved, if it was shaped like an animal, we liked eating it for some reason. I used to travel with a carnival, and many times you'd be at a spot, and you would just get so sick of carnival food, and we did a lot of cooking in our trailers. Another thing I want to mention is I worked in assisted living facilities and nursing homes, and a lot of times there would be a resident or patient, if you will, living there, that wasn't able to communicate so much, and their family would come in and tell the cook exactly what foods this resident did not like. And I know I don't have any children, but if I ever ended up in a nursing home and wasn't able to communicate, I would hope there would be someone there that could say, look, Henry don't like cottage cheese. Don't give him cottage cheese. But a lot of these people, they're eating, and nobody knows that they maybe don't like that food. So
I worked at a nursing home for a little bit as a cook.
Yeah, so you know about the like.
They used to come in. I used to have patients, families come in telling me all the time because I was head of dietary, and they used to look at me and go, "My family doesn't mind." I had one to turn around and say, "My dad doesn't like this. Well, here's the thing, and a lot of these people won't tell these families that to their face because they don't want to get into the fight. I was the first one to tell you straight to your face. I will pull up that patient's record and read what the doctor said about their diet. I'll turn around and say, sorry, I got doctor's orders to give him this, and if he doesn't like it, well, then he'll be force-fed with it too. That's the protocol the doctor's given me.
I never heard anything.
Oh, no, actually, this dude did not like chicken, did not like fish, did not like this, and guess what the doctor ordered him? Fish, chicken, and light meats. No red meats, and he was banned from red meats. His family goes, he doesn't like any of that. He likes red meat. You got to give him red meat. I turned around and read the doctor over to him and said, go argue with the doctor. They never came back and came to me and said anything. Okay. That's just how some of these places are. They
well, I mean, there's rules and laws.
They put the doctor's recommendations over the family.
Well,
because it's the health. The doctor knows more.
But it's good. I know they have like and dislike, and you try to find out what the person likes.
If you can work with
right, if you can't, you want to try to use
like
good
if they
judgment.
don't like a certain dessert, okay, and the doctor says I can substitute a dessert, I'm going to substitute a dessert. But if it says I can't substitute anything, I'm going to tell the trip I don't have a say.
Yeah, but I mean, if a resident, I mean, it's not even worth debating.
No, it's not. It's just whatever the doctor says you got to do as the doctor says.
Well, not necessarily. If the doctor says they got to have this food and the patient's got their right mind and there's nothing, you can't force them to eat something because the doctor said they had to eat it.
I have seen them hold a patient down and put a tube down their throat to force them to eat. I have seen it.
Anyway, let's move on. Eat like a horse, that's an expression. My battle with food, I told you about that. This is, I don't know if what I'm getting ready to tell you is a cute story or a story. And I'm sure this has happened. I've heard different versions of it. But a woman, she wants to get the dog food ready for the dog. And she gets it all ready and sets it in the refrigerator, thinking that, when she comes home later, she'll feed the dog this dog food that she mixed up. And meanwhile, her husband comes home, she's out, and he sees it and thinks it's spread to put on bread, and he makes a sandwich out of it. When his wife comes home, he says, honey, that mix you made in the fridge of that spread, it was so good. I ate 2 sandwiches of it. And she says, honey, that was dog food. That was for the dog. So like I said, I don't know if that was a cute story but I'm sure it has happened before.
Oh, it has. I know people actually like to eat dog food.
Oh, not me.
And do you know what's really sad is some dog food is actually healthier than human food? Some wet dog food is healthier than human food.
One thing I know, I wouldn't want to be a dog because they get the same food every day. I love meatloaf, but if I ate meatloaf every day, I'd get sick and tired of it. Let's see. I made me some little cue notes here. Comparing the right food from the garden. I love picking food out of the garden and eating it. Can't get no fresher than that. Fun food. And I really encourage people. Tell your family what you like as far as eating food, before you go to a ALF or something. And I have seen that in action. I have seen uh, residents, daughters or children, family members come in and stop the plate, the tray you're getting ready to give the resident. They would take that tray straight back to the kitchen and say, "My mother does not like the food on this tray." And I told y'all that when I moved her in here, and they always change it. So I mean, it does make a difference. And eat healthy. I know myself, when I eat healthy, which I do about 60% of the time, but I always mess up. But I'm going to try to eat healthier now. But if I know from experience, when I eat healthy, I really and truly do feel better. And thanks to that program I saw the other day at my support group, I'm going to start having enough fiber. And another thing, and I've heard doctors say this, I've heard people say it, drink enough water. And many times I have gotten ready to go to bed and I thought, I haven't drank any water today. I don't get thirsty, but you need to drink water.
About that, I was actually speaking to a friend of mine who has he actually had a doctor's appointment today, a cardiology appointment, because he has degenerative heart failure.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that drinking water, isn't what you think it is.
Okay.
They actually have a define, and you have to get this right if you're going to turn around and tell them about water. You have to get this right.
What are you talking about?
Your water consumption, your liquid consumption, they say drink, but what it actually is classified as, and I actually did call a doctor and ask this to verify it, it's not just what you drink. It's classified as what you eat as well.
Oh, yeah.
So
you get some of your liquid.
Right. They have a set amount of liquids you have to get in, and they tell you in cup-wise of it and to drink that. But what it really is that they're also saying, let's say if you eat a soup, that classifies as 2 cups of water, stuff like that.
Yeah, I
you
realize
have to let them know. They have to find out how much water intake they're taking in per meal, and then make up for that in cups of water.
Yeah, that's.
Or if they get water bloated.
Yeah, you do get some of your liquid from some foods and some things. I mean, coffee, I think it counts.
Yeah.
Soda does not count if I remember right. Soda. Well, I don't know. I don't want to debate anything. We're just.
I'm just saying that they do have a list, and they actually tell you that the reason why a lot of people have to take those water pills in order to compensate for excess water.
Well, I've never heard of them.
You never heard of a water pill that helps you?
Well, I think of Lasix, but it's to make you pee.
No, there's actually a water pill that helps you with your swallowing your feet from water buildup.
Right.
They say people have to take those because they don't monitor what they eat, so they build up too much water and the body can't process it out.
Just check and see how much water. Make sure you're drinking
just
however
your
much
diet,
water.
Basically.
Yeah. Fruits and vegetables. I gotta eat more fruits and vegetables and less of the unhealthy food. Moving on to let me make sure I made some notes here. By the way, after this episode's over, I eat this.
That's okay. We got a way to get it transcribed.
Pairing right foods from the garden, dinner, supper, fiber, animal crackers, food, ALF. You know, my battle with food. I'm going to move on. Now, when I was a kid growing up, you know, a lot of kids, I've seen parents make 3 or 4 meals, different things for their kids. I'm like, to me, that's insane.
That's stupid.
Make something. If you make a meatloaf, they all get meatloaf.
What was it?
Well, Johnny wants meatloaf, and Billy wants hot dogs. And Sarah wants chicken. That's a bunch of crap. Make one of them.
Henry.
And if they're hungry, they'll eat.
Can I ask a question? You ever had your parents tell you to your face, you eat what I made or you don't eat at all?
Oh, yeah. I've heard that many times.
Where did that saying go? Because when I grew up, and I'm in my 30s, I'm 34, turning 35 this year. When I grew up, it's either you clear your plate and eat what I made, or you don't eat anything at all.
Yeah.
You go to bed hungry, and then
I've
people
heard
start
that.
crying, "Oh, that's child abuse." No, it's not. The law states that they have to provide you with food. It's up to you if you eat it.
Yeah, I've heard
So,
that before.
like you said, well, my one kid wants meatloaf, my other kid wants chicken nuggets, my other kid wants a pizza. No, they get what you made because food is not cheap, and they deal with it. And if they don't like it, they can go get a job and buy the food themselves. Like what my parents told me when I turned 14.
Well, when you're 7 years old, you can't get a job.
Well, then you
by
suck
you.
it up and eat what's on your plate.
That's right. That's
And
right.
you don't like it, you go to bed hungry and don't cry about it.
I want to make one more point, and I forgot what it was. I need to eat more blueberries. I keep forgetting things.
No, you need to go get diagnosed with ADHD.
Oh no! The one thing I want to tell everybody, which you already know it, and I know this from being overweight, Valentine's Day is coming up. Somebody makes some beautiful cookies with sugar on them and some chocolate icing, and you're trying to lose weight. Now, myself, if I break down, I'm like the alcoholic that can't have just one beer. I can't have just one cookie. If I eat one cookie, I'm gonna go off the wagon and eat a dozen cookies or 2 dozens, however many I can feed myself. So that's and if somebody offers you a cookie and you say no, I'm watching my weight, or I'm trying to stay away from sweets, and they say, oh, come on, you're gonna hurt my feelings, have one. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just like an alcoholic, and I've seen people do this. They'd say, here, you want to have a beer with me? They say, man, I'm an alcoholic and I can't stop. And the host says, oh, come on, one ain't going to hurt you, and keep shoving it. Don't do that. And if you're going to offer me a cookie and insist that I eat it, you better have a truckload of cookies out there, because I'm going to eat all of them. Accident. Okay, eat what we had, cards in school. In Valentine's Day, I think, I'm not for sure, but I think I heard once that Valentine's Day was the most candy was sold on Valentine's Day than any other day. But I might be wrong on that. And you can't beat a chocolate bunny at Easter. Yeah, you can. You can eat something healthy. Anyway, let's wrap up. Randy, you got any more thoughts you want to share?
Like, subscribe, follow.
Oh, no, I don't. I'm not
I'm
finished.
done.
Okay, but I'm not done. I just want to give you a chance if there's anything else you want to say.
Oh, go watch my podcast.
Comments about this episode or oh, did I tell y'all? I don't know if I mentioned this or not. When I was a child, and I remember this so well, and when I think back on it, kind of makes me sick. But I was a child, and my mom was in the living room. I was in the kitchen, and there was one room between the living room and kitchen. And there was raw hamburger in the refrigerator, and I can remember taking my hand and dipping it out and just eating it, and it was so good. Now the idea of eating raw hamburger disgusts me. In fact, if I'm frying a hamburger, I almost burn it because I want to make sure it's done. But I don't know, and I think I've heard before that other kids have done that.
There's actually a dish about that.
Oh, well, I don't eat raw hamburger. Don't eat raw anything.
It's actually called steak tartare.
Okay, well.
Or beef carpaccio.
Okay, wrapping up. Comments about this episode or upcoming episodes are welcome at henryburner@yahoo.com. And please send us a comment. Just, we're so lonely, nobody ever.
Send us a tip so we know it's worth it.
Yeah, right. Is anyone really watching? Sometimes I think I might just be talking the air out there. Henry's Chatterbox is planning to start every Friday, and I changed it. Instead of at 3 o'clock, it's between 3 and 3:30, because I know we've been running late a couple times. And So we plan on starting at 3, but we'll definitely start by 3:30. Have a good week and eat healthy, and be sure and drink plenty of water. Next week's topic is about in recognition of Valentine's Day. Next week's topic is about romance and love. It'll be February the 13th. So everyone have a good week. Brandy.
Like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow, and send us a tip so we know it's worth it. This is our 14th episode. Come on, guys. The comments are great, but we definitely need to at least show something. Anyway, you know what to do.
You know what to do now. Just do it.